Good morning, people. It's just me this morning. I have no special guests for you. It's sadly the last day of the Island Games. That does mean I'm back in school on Monday, so that's quite nice. What's happening today? I have my last race, which is the half marathon, which is a 13-mile race. Unfortunately, the weather's got a little bit worse, and I'm looking out the window. It's grey and rainy, so it's going to be a long, cold race, I think, today. But that's my last race, that's on today. And because it's the last day of the games, there is also a closing ceremony. So just like we had an opening ceremony where all the different teams went in together and came together in a stadium, that's when we watched the jousting, there will be, I think, the closing ceremony. Instead of coming in teams all together, all the Orkney people, all of the Shetland people, we come in together as sports. So all of the athletics people will walk into the stadium together. All of the footballers will walk in together, all of the shooters. So it's a little bit different. So that's this evening, and I guess hopefully I'm hoping the wind and the rain will disappear before then, so we can have a nice evening in the sunshine for the closing ceremony. I thought today's little video might be all about answering questions, because yesterday, in the middle of the afternoon, I think Primary 3 and Primary 7 got together on the laptops and they all wrote messages back on the blog with different questions. So I've got a list of questions here that I've written down. I didn't have time to reply to them all, and I thought we'd do this for the morning blog. So question number 1 from Kimberly and Daniel. How many medals have I won? Kimberly and Daniel. I'm sorry, so far I haven't won any. There is still one more race this afternoon, but so far I haven't won a medal because you have to come in the top 3 spots in any race to win a medal. And in my 2 races there's been lots and lots of people, so it's been quite tough to come in the top 3. So no medals quite yet. Overall, Orkney has won, I think, 8 medals so far. 2 in athletics from Anna Tate, who we had on the other day. 1 from Taylor Spence, who we had on yesterday. I think the shooters who do air rifle shooting have won 3 medals between them. And Bobby Ogue at triathlon has won 1. So I think we've had 7 medals, that would be so far. Question number 2 from Daniel. Do the archers use normal arrows or fire arrows? Well, I went and spoke to some archers yesterday, Daniel, just to confirm that I knew the answer to this question. And the answer is definitely they use normal arrows, not fire arrows. So that's a bit of a shame, sorry about that. This is a question from Charlie, Robert and Michaela. Have I made any new friends? I think the answer to that one is definitely yes. I've made lots of new friends on the Orkney team, people who I didn't know on the football team, and I've made friends with the shooters and some of the cyclists and triathlon people. So I've definitely made lots of new friends with the Orkney team. I've also met lots of other people too. There's been a group from Guernsey. Guernsey is an island off England, and they have been cheering me on all week long while I've been doing my races and while I've been doing the live video for the Athletic Club Facebook page. This group of Guernsey people have been cheering me on all week long, so they've become friends. I've made friends with quite a lot of Shetland folk because we sit near the Shetland folk in the stadium at the Athletics. A few other people from different islands, from Gibraltar and from the Falkland Islands. I've met people from those places too. So yeah, it's been a fantastic week for making new friends. I'm not sure who this question was from. It says, how long is the next race? This afternoon's race will be 13.1 miles long. So that's like 13 of your mile-a-day loops. Quite a long, long way, that one. So that's the longest race that I'll do this week. Somebody asked, what is the furthest I've ever run? The furthest I ever did was one day I entered a race that was 50 miles long. And I actually went wrong on that race as well. So I actually did an extra 2.5 miles. So I actually did 52.5 miles that day. So that's probably the furthest I've ever run. Ewan asked me, how many miles have I done all together this week? And I added it all up, And I figured out that after today's race, I'll have done 22 miles of racing in 3 different races. And I will have done 25 miles of just running around on my own or with the rest of the Orkney team, warming up and cooling down and going for morning runs in the morning on the days that I don't have races. So 47 miles in total. This was a nice comment, I thought, from Neil and Peyton. They said they got excited when they saw the gold medal that Anna Tate showed us the other day. I got excited too. She was very, very good this week, and she won 2 gold medals. And she's actually having to leave us today early to go to the British Championships. And that means she'll be competing against the best people from across Britain, in England and Wales and Ireland and Scotland. So that's exciting for her. She doesn't get to come home and rest at the end of the Island Games. Last question is from Lucy and Sienna, and it says, what do you do after races? Well, after races, it kind of depends. My races so far have been in the evening, so I've been going for a little jog, a slow jog to slow down, then probably eating something, maybe some jelly babies or a bottle of Lucozade, something full of sugar to make myself feel better again. Then I've been walking back to the hotel, which is only about 5-minute walk from the running track. And we actually have some very nice people on our team who have come to support us, who've been cooking us dinner every night. So then I've been sitting down with the rest of the athletics team to have a big dinner all together. A bit like at lunchtime in the hall, where you guys all sit at one big long table. It's been a little bit like that. After today's race, it's a little bit different. Because it's the last day, there is going to be a barbecue straight afterwards. And hopefully the weather gets better and it'll be a barbecue in the sunshine. So that will be after today's race, and I'll probably have to do some stretches too. That is all of the questions. I think I answered a few more on the blog, typing away too. So you could have a little read of the blog to find any other answers if you think I haven't answered your question, any P3s there. Other than that, this is the last day of the game, so this might be the last video update from Gotland, but I am looking forward to coming back and seeing you on Monday. Bye for now.